All right, Steve, let's talk about lice. I know it's coming on school season here, so there's a lot of parents and kids having this problem. So how can you get rid of lice without poisoning your kids?
Well, that question was asked me when I first started doing schools. I did 380 schools, took all the pests out without using any pesticides, inside and outside. No one in pest control had ever done that. I used alternatives, which I've given to people, told people how to use. Now, we had a custodian that came over and he said, my wife takes kids who lives with their mom on the weekend. When the kids come back to me, they got lice. And so I get some lice treatment over the counter and I put it on the kids' head. They're getting convulsions. They're getting all kinds of problems. I can't kill a lice. Can you tell me how you get rid of the lice? I said, if you don't tell anybody, you can use the enzyme clear because it kills everything. But don't tell anybody. Because I've had enough trouble with the pesticide people. I don't want to take on the American Medical Association. I don't want to take on all these people. I said, don't tell anybody. So I had probably within 40, 50 days, over 1,000 people that asked for this stuff. And I couldn't possibly give that away like that. So I said, okay. And I began to make a product at that time called Not Nice to Lice. It was an early enzyme product. It had a pH of 3.5 and it burned people. And it would give you kind of numbness of the lip and tongue if you used it, which is the first precursor of edible chunk. So I took the time and I redesigned the formula so I could get a 7 pH, and I found out that I didn't have to use all of the enzymes. I could use just protease. The protease is only a problem if it goes over 1%. Now, people who are trying to copy what I do, they have no idea how much protease is in there. So they have people sitting back saying you're getting reactive. I said, right, because you don't know how much protease. Everything is safe. You can use salt on your eggs and everything else, and it's nice. Too much salt, you got problems. Too much lot more salt, you're dead. So you got to remember, just because something is safe doesn't mean you can just use the massive doses. Because it has to come back to common sense. Once I found out that you could remove the lice with the peppermint and the enzyme, we found a strange thing take place. The nits left. We washed off the nits without combing in 10 minutes. Now, everybody who has a lice problem has a major problem with the nits. And that if you're using a poison on the kid's head, particular side, it's a neurotoxin because the egg, the nit that's glued to the hair shaft, does not have any nerves in it. So you can't kill it with a nerve poison. So 2 weeks from now, you got to wash the head again with another neurotoxin. Kill the eggs in here. Using them. You don't have any nits to do that. You don't have any problems with that because the nits are gone within 10 minutes. That's only if we're the first people to treat it. If you've been treating your kid low these many years with all the pesticides, you change the glue on that hair shaft and just being protein. It's protein and pesticides. It doesn't come off. That's why I called the first one Not Nice to Lice, because it certainly wasn't nice to kids to make it so that kids couldn't get the nits off. We have lots of words in our English talking about the problem with nits, like nitpicking and having a lousy time. Mm-hmm. All that is just terrible. When a kid gets lice, most of the time, mother goes nuts. You think it's the plague. One of the 10 plagues. Oh, it's gone. The kid's got lice. Got lice. Don't tell anybody. Go lice. And they run. And they run right down by some poison they're going to get that doesn't work. Because the lice now are immune to that. So if you go to a doctor, he doesn't say Julius, pyrethrin, pyrethroid, pyrethroid. He says, let's use some malafine and some lindager. You don't want to be poisoned with kids here. I'll tell you a real true story. If people don't have any money, and they want to get rid of the lice, they don't want to buy lice and not make any money from me. Okay. a guy one time, and he decided to come up with a product called Muricatamicum. And he charged $20 for a little bottle of Muricatamicum. And Muricatamicum, if you don't know your Latin, is salt water. So instead of spending $20 for Muricatamicum, you sell so you can kill those kids' lice. I mean, I'm just trying to find a way. Now, you're not going to get rid of the lice because it's salt water, but you'll kill the lice out. And that's more than people that use poisons to say they do. Because I guarantee you 100% of the time the lice will get the salt water. It won't be with pesticides. So to me, it's a big thing to sit back and tell people, you want to get rid of the lice? I was at one of the shows in Florida, all the school nurses had teachers that said, there'll always be school nurses because there'll always be lice. And I went, you people are nuts. You're mature. Because you don't have to have lice. You can get rid of the lice. Well, you know, the biggest thing we have in this country is not, I've had a lice treatment out there for over 20 years. And who knows about it? You and I. Even though it's the only product out there that was licensed that's without something in there. And the actual thing is one of each bottle does at least up to 8-ounce bottle with 16 shampoos. So you're talking about $1.50 a treatment. It's nothing. And if you can't afford the $1.50, use salt water. Lice is easy. If you use your head, you win. If you use poison, you'll lose.